Hi, Sharon. My name is Law. Law Sharma with Geeks of Color. Congratulations. I am so into the John Wick universe. Like where it started to like how it's grown has been incredible, right? Like the world building is insane. And so the first question is I was wondering if you were a fan of the franchise prior to joining the project, or is this something you had to get like a crash course and like read through a Bible to understand and fully grasp?
Well, it's funny you say Bible because I did feel like the previous films, John Wick films, have been a Bible for me because I didn't know. I didn't really know much about John Wick. I knew Keanu was in a film called John Wick, but that was as much as because I don't really watch that. Well, I hadn't watched that many action movies of late. However, up to that period, but now I'd seen the first one once I had a chat with Chad and excuse me, 1 second. I had a chat with Chad and Len about me coming on to play Nogi, and I'd only seen the first John Wick, but after I found out I was doing it, I dove in, and the film did become, as you say, like a Bible to me. It was the rule book of the franchise, and for me everything is there. This the beauty of their writing. Every little question you have, if you have it at the beginning, by the end most of the time it's going to be answered, or you have to stay tuned and watch like the next chapter. But of course there's a definite teaser or something to tempt you back. So it's one of those things where I was armed and ready to come on and get stuck in.
Armed and ready is the perfect way to enter in a universe like this. But given the like kind of nature of like of the universe itself, I was just wondering if there's so many action sequences and things to consider in tone when it comes to these characters, but is anything set it apart from other sets that you've been on, like being in the John Wick universe versus other projects you've done in the past?
I'd say things are a lot darker for sure. There are a lot of dimly lit rooms where you can see certain things but not others. I think the beauty of the style of filming definitely is apparent when you're on set. There's definite sort of action thriller, slightly noir-esque feel to it, which I believe they have definitely nudged towards and respect, but still have developed their own language visually. And the sets, there's a room that's got bullet holes in it, and then there's another room that's got guns in it. But every little detail, I know it's sacred, and they spend a lot of time. It's a lot of detail and dedication to making sure this thing is as authentic and realistic as possible. I know with weaponry, especially, I had someone come in training me on set. We'd be there prior as well. We had I had to have some sort of like induction into this is a gun, not as simple as that, but really talking about why this part of the gun works like why you hold it in a certain way while they've got. So for me, that was the difference between working, I'd say, in some other projects that I've done with guns and stuff before. They really are on it, as in hardcore, with making sure everybody knows and it looks as realistic that we know what we're doing is possible.
Yeah, something I've gotten to talk to some of the stunt guys that have worked on these films, and just the way they're able to describe how to achieve action is just like, it's so easy for a layman like me to absorb. So I like that there's like that anecdote there. But I think it's so cool that you've gotten to play in realms like Star Wars and Doctor Who and Dune and now the John Wick universe. I'm just curious, just as someone who's in the entertainment industry, is there a genre that kind of calls to you more than others? Like, because you've done a handful of sci-fi, but John Wick's like a departure from that.
You know what, Law? I'd tell you something, there were dreams. There was a dream. There was a wish, a bucket list, a wish list. There were some things on fridges and walls. Do a such and such film. It was always do a sci-fi film, right? Then it was do an action film. Then it was do a film that is highly acclaimed. I have all these sort of stickers and things that I've posted in my previous years. And so a lot of the boxes have been ticked. The dreams have come true, and it's like, well, what happens now? Do I just go low budget feature? Or do I do it independent? I've always been the person, I like to do it all. I don't ever want to stay in one realm. However, they've given me a taste for this action stuff, man, and woo, I want more. I'm hungry. I'm hungry for it. There's something about when you're playing a character who is known for being strong and being training somebody. Now, Nogi is Eve's mentor. She's her trainer. She's the Mr. Miyagi of the Raskaroma, as far as I'm concerned. And we know this woman's got the skills. We know she had to have been there herself. And what has she had to do in order to now find herself as a trainer? And for me, those are sort of questions that I have asked in the past, but would love to sort of see, you know, how's she been tested? Where would she come back? Will we see her again in this world? Because Ballerina is just the beginning. I know everyone's so hyped about the film that it can only come again, I'm sure. So yes, I think for me, I'd love to be in some more action movies. I can't lie, I'd love it. It would be great. And I would happily do some stuff which is just literally camera and me on my own, even just doing it. So whatever people throw at me, I like to show that I am not a one-trick pony.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah. So I have to say, now I have to start like vision boarding or something, because that manifestation, absolutely. I'm on that train with you.
There's power in that, baby. There's power.
Well, congratulations. I hope it's not the end of Nogi. I hope there's more. I mean, just given where it is in the John Wick timeline, I'm like, there's some people who can come back. So congrats again. And I can't wait to see this in theaters with a big crowd and everything.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
More John Wick. I'm all for it.
Yeah, more ballerina. Bring it on.
There you go. Sharon, thank you so much.
Take care, bud. Thank you.